Guys, today's video is going to be an absolute doozy. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but this story I'm about to tell you guys today is one of the most wild things I've ever seen in the Call of Duty community. In a nutshell, basically every single season for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 has been leaked, as well as the next Call of Duty game. But honestly, just saying that is kind of doing all of this leak an injustice because there's so much more that has actually happened. So today I'm going to talk about all of it. Dude, this is a new ground war map with Dome. I was really curious to see if the crossbow will be any fun to use in ground war. So I'm just going to be casually goofing around with the crossbow while we talk about this. I actually do need to get long shots, and ground war should be pretty good for it. Okay, never mind. Holy lag too, what? I guess it's my first time playing the map, so... No! This poor man! Can I stick the VTOL? Probably not. We're at like 5 FPS here. Cool. So yeah, I hope you guys are sitting down because I've got a lot to talk about today. On top of the fact that the game is literally running at 2 FPS. I don't even have shaders to install. I don't get it. Well, I guess the Activision employee wasn't the only one to get hacked. I mean, what's going on with this game's servers right now? First game on, a 2 FPS nuke. Oh wait, oh now it's getting better. Oh, how convenient. Dude, since it's lagging, we get to see it drop in slow-mo. That's actually kind of sick. Oh my... Dude. Okay, that's actually really sick. I like that. Totally fine with getting nuked that way. So the whole reason this thing happened in the first place is because someone was basically sending phishing links to Activision employees. And unfortunately, someone took the bait and they clicked the link and then they got hacked. I'm trying not to laugh. It's actually so bad. I hate that whole thing of like someone sends you a phishing link and then they breach all of your data and privacy and personal information and shit. It's bad. The only reason I'm laughing is because the same person sent it to a different employee and the person just said, go fuck yourself. And then essentially the scammer, the person who sent the phishing link, I think they said like, that's not nice, that's rude. Boy, you are sending phishing links to employees trying to steal information. Safe to say that doing that is probably rude. But regardless, they did manage to successfully phish in an Activision employee, and as a result, they managed to get access to sensitive information from Activision, and especially related to Call of Duty, that they really should not have gotten their hands on. But now it's all out there, it's in the air. So let's talk about the information that got leaked so far. I'm not gonna be putting up pictures, I'm not gonna have screenshots and stuff like that, because it is sensitive information. I think that goes without saying, especially when it comes to the specific employee. Like, as far as it goes for that person basically falling for a phishing scam, I mean, that's really not great. Hopefully that person's name and information wasn't actually given out. And as far as the Call of Duty community is concerned, I'm pretty sure the only thing they care about is knowing what's coming up. Like, we don't really care about who got hacked, we just want to know what's coming up for Call of Duty. But from what I've seen so far, basically Season 3, 4, and 6 got leaked. For whatever reason, there's not a lot of information about Season 5. I mean, maybe that whole season is like pending, because there weren't nearly as many details shared for Season 5 as there were for like 3, 4, and 6. Basically, to summarize it, every single season we're going to be getting roughly like 3 or 4 maps, core 6v6 multiplayer maps. Basically going to be like one ground war map. There's going to be gunfight stuff coming up soon too. I think specifically for Season 4, there's going to be like a brand new small map. I'm assuming similar to Shipment. Pretty sure there's also going to be at least one new Spec Ops mission and raid per season. There were also mentions of like Tier 1 events. Specifically for Season 6, there's like a guaranteed Halloween event. I think it's called like the Hunting of Saba or something like that. Might have to double check for information about Warzone and DMZ, but there's going to be new stuff coming there as well. Obviously, I mostly want to cover the multiplayer stuff. But while this information doesn't really surprise me all that much, it was kind of shocking to see that they have plans to release, I think, over 240 bundles over the next 4 seasons of the game. I mean, basically the rest of the game's life cycle. Averaging roughly 70 bundles per season. We're talking 70 bundles, dude. Who in their wrong mind is gonna buy all that? These bundles are roughly like $10 to $20 per bundle. And they're not even that good. Like, who's gonna buy all of them? The Ethan bundle was the only good one. I'm just saying. I want to destroy the heli and get a multi. Come on. I want it. Do it. Stick it. I'm out of shots. Come on. No, I want the kill. I want it. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I'm missing so bad. It's already... I'm trying, man. Now, the main reason I'm focusing so much on the whole 70 bundles per season thing is because one of the biggest conversations surrounding Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer right now is the lack of content. And you guys already know how I feel, and I'm sure you guys probably feel the same way as well. Bundles don't really count as content. Bundles are basically just extras. They're not necessary, they're not required for the game to exist, and especially for the game to be good. I mean, regardless if the game has good bundles or not, that does not dictate whether or not a Call of Duty game is good. The absolute most important thing to consider is the actual gameplay itself, and whether or not the game is fun to play. Even though this information wasn't supposed to be leaked, I mean, one way or another we would have discovered this just from simply playing the game. Over time, we would have come to realize that the game really doesn't get that many maps, and that instead, they're clearly focusing a lot on bundles. You know, microtransactions, things that they can sell, make a lot more money. It just feels kind of weird. It's like they try to do this whole thing where they give us all of this new DLC for free, like the new maps. Granted, most of this content itself is not really even new. A lot of this stuff is just reused assets that we've had in previous games, like the maps, the game modes, the weapons. It's really not that new, so obviously people would probably not be that inclined to pay for it. So instead, it feels like they're treating the bundles, the cosmetics, cosmetics as kind of like the premium content that you'll pay for, which is honestly really strange. I mean, it's like if they really wanted to make that much more money and they wanted to try to sell content, they could still sell map packs. Granted, that could divide the player base a little bit more. I don't know, man. It's just such a weird situation. At that rate, they'd have to treat the game like Modern Warfare 3, where you can turn DLC maps on and off. Otherwise, I just don't really see it working out. I don't know. It just kind of seems like they backed themselves into a corner with all this stuff. It's really crazy to think that all of this happened because the person who sent the phishing link basically manipulated the person. I think the way that they were trying to get people to click on the phishing link was by saying that their job was at risk. They were essentially lying to the employees and trying to say like, hey, you have to click this link, otherwise you might be getting fired. You might be losing your job. Like, dude, that is so fucked up. Like, sure, we can all be upset about the current state of Call of Duty, whatever. Safe to say that that kind of shit is unacceptable, though. Like, dude, I want to know what's going on with Call of Duty just as much as the next guy, but that's not the way to go about doing it. Like, bro, if you want the inside scoop that badly, just try to get a job at Activision, dude. Just go work there. And I'm sure there's people out there that are gonna somehow think that this is a conspiracy theory and that they're just trying to purposely leak the content so that way they can keep us engaged and keep us wanting to play the game and look forward to new stuff. I don't really buy into that because this person tried reaching out to multiple employees. Like, if this was somehow faked, it was faked really well, but I doubt it was. Pretty sure it's just a really unfortunate situation that happened. Oh, dude, there's some pretty sick guitars here. What is wrong with this guitar? It's ugly, dude. It looks like the letter K. Took around. Took around, took around, took around, around. Get him. They don't even know where it's coming from. You don't even know. You're going down. No, stay. Stay in there. You have to die. This is all part of my master plan. Crossbow quad feed. I got one. If only there were 3 more in there. So as far as it goes for Call of Duty 2023 leaks, from this entire leak, the only thing we really got from that is that it's codenamed Project Jupiter. I think the most info we got is that there's going to be an alpha for the game, I think in April or May this year. But see, I feel kind of bad saying that it's a game because, again, we don't know exactly what's coming. There's still no official confirmation as to whether or not this is going to be a paid expansion for Modern Warfare 2, a remastered Call of Duty game, or just a brand new COD game. We do not know that yet. But purely just throwing my speculation into the mix, the fact that they said that the game is going to be in an alpha stage in like April to May does lead me to believe my original suspicion, which is that they could just be following up Modern Warfare 2 with Modern Warfare 3. If they execute this correctly, it might not be a terrible idea. This would be the first time ever in Call of Duty history that a sequel to a Call of Duty game is released directly the year after. It could still technically be an expansion, it could be a separate game. It would kind of be a pretty straightforward and easy way to continue Modern Warfare 2, because I'm pretty sure the situation they're in right now is a very tricky one. Because of how this game's been handled post-launch, I don't think people are necessarily going to be as inclined to buy like a Modern Warfare 2 expansion. You know what I mean? Like, if the game has negative connotations associated with it, then it's going to be harder to sell more of it. Versus if they can rebrand it as like, hey, this is Modern Warfare 3, then it might be a little bit easier to sell. But again, that's just my speculation. That's not confirmed. We do not have anything official about this quite yet, so yeah, that's just my guess. And if I'm right about it, I'm going to be so happy, dude. But with all of this craziness going down in the Call of Duty community, I would just like to give a quick little PSA. If you get a phone call or a text or an email from a source that does not look trustworthy, do not click it. Block that shit as soon as you can. Don't click more into it. Do not click the links, especially. You don't want to end up like either this Activision employee or SpongeBob who lose their identity. It's not worth it. No one has broken into your bank. No one has stolen your Amazon accounts. I need to put a scope on this thing for ground war, man. Holy. Oh. Dude, this is a big zoom. Woohoo! Dude, I like this ground war map. It's actually like really small. Wait a sec. Oh. Dude, wait, what? So apparently this leak also has leaks for Call of Duty 2024. It's apparently codenamed Cerberus. I think Call of Duty Cerberus will be pretty cool. What a throwback to Black Ops 3, dude. Oh, imagine if it was Black Ops 3 remastered. That'll never happen. Why do I have like a broken kill streak showing up right now? What is that? Look, man, I have no idea what Treyarch is brewing up for 2024, but I really do hope it's a game like Black Ops 3. That would be so awesome. It doesn't necessarily have to be Black Ops 3 remastered, although that would be pretty nice. Would not be opposed to that as long as they get rid of the supply drop exclusive weapons. I just really want Treyarch to bring us a really goofy, wacky, like fun Call of Duty game. That'd be so great.
Hi, how are you?
What? He came just for me. He ditched a helicopter to kill me, and it failed. Come on. The hit marker, no! No! Nah, I got the assist. Come on, man. No. Oh my, dude, I could have maybe had a quad there. Oh, here goes our team. I don't know why it's so much fun to just watch the helicopters die. It just looked dumb. But yeah, as far as it goes for the upcoming content for season 3, 4, and 6, like actual playable content, it doesn't seem like it's too bad. It seems like we might actually be getting more content than normal. You know, in terms of content, the first couple of seasons might have been kind of slow, but it does seem like things are going to pick up as we go. Although to be perfectly honest, even though they say 4 core maps, which is basically like 6v6 multiplayer, even if we get roughly 3 to 4 core maps per season, we're probably still gonna have to wait for some of those with like the reloaded part of the seasons. Like, they're not all gonna come out at once. As far as it goes for all of this new content coming out out across all of these seasons. As long as they don't drag out for too long and we keep getting enough content, I think we'll be okay. You know, as far as it goes for the current state of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, I think it's actually getting better. Been having a little bit more fun with the multiplayer. I feel like there's more to do. I have not tried out ranked play yet, but I've heard good things from there, aside from people hacking. Like literal aimbots and wall hacks in ranked. But I mean, I haven't played it myself. I haven't experienced it myself, so I can't really speak on that too much. But at some point, I want to be able to give it a chance and try it out. Resurgence has been a lot of fun to play. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at my crossbow go, dude. It went flying out of my hand. Look at it. I don't know exactly how everyone's feeling about the latest season and all the content in the game right now, but from my own experience, it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty good. The game's obviously not perfect. It could use so many more improvements and so many more things, but it's a step in the right direction. I think what all of this really boils down to is that if you're more of a fan of Treyarch's Call of Duty games, then I don't think there's going to be anything this game could do to really pull you in. Whether you enjoy their style of multiplayer more, or if you're a zombies player, you're just going to have to wait. It's just a really unfortunate thing. Unless, of course, this game somehow gets like a zombies update, which I doubt is going to happen, but if it actually did, then I think that could pull in an entirely different section of the COD community onto this game. But if you're a zombies player, I wouldn't get your hopes up. I don't think it's going to happen. Especially since they didn't find anything mentioning zombies in this leak. Quite literally nothing about zombies coming to this game. Get him. Get it. Oh, it's going down. Come on. Come on.
No, they're all leaving. No.
There were enough people in that heli to get a quad. Oh, that actually hit? Dude. Yo, okay, so I completely forgot that I actually saved the screenshot. So here's the exact info. Looks like Season 3 is going to run for roughly 2 months. There's going to be 2 new operators. One of them is licensed. There's going to be 3 new weapons, 3 core 6v6 maps, 1 battle map, which is a ground war map, 4 gunfight maps, 1 spec ops mission. The 3rd raid is going to be added in. There's going to be a tier 1 event. It says 1 BP, which is the battle pass, another tier 1 event, and then 70 bundles. Basically, every single season is going to follow that similar kind of trend. If I'm not mistaken, I think Season 3 was actually supposed to have 4 maps, but they're going to be pushing that 1 map out to us early for Season 2.5. Basically, Season 2 reloaded. Oh, we got it disabled. Come on. No! Ooh, oh, we got a kill. Better than nothing. Huh? Sup, dog? It only takes 1 shot to destroy a quad. Wow. Yo, I know there were people saying that I should try this out in Warzone as well with the explosive rounds. I should definitely give that a shot. I don't know why my peanut-sized brain thought that for some reason the default bolts would somehow be stronger in Warzone. As a prime example right now, there's a lot of people giving out like 1-shot sniper rifle kill builds, and basically every single build has the incendiary rounds on because it's just enough to where if you snipe someone in the head, the residual fire damage will actually be enough to knock someone down. I don't know for sure if that's going to work the same way with the crossbow. Like if you should use incendiary rounds or explosive, I really don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. I just like the crossbow. It's fun to use and you're not supposed to have it right now. But yeah, as far as it goes for the upcoming leaks, I definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all this so far? Are you looking forward to buying 70 new bundles per season on this game? I doubt it. One thing I have noticed from these leaks, and I'm sure you guys caught on to this too, is that it doesn't look like there's any plans to just like drop a bunch of content all at once. It essentially does look like we're still going to be getting drip-fed content, although it might be a little bit more than before. I know for a fact from my point of view that I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm going to keep my expectations pretty low. That way I do not end up getting disappointed. And hopefully there's going to be some kind of like cybersecurity workshop at Activision now that this has happened. There's too many leaks coming out about Call of Duty nowadays, man. It's insane. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me talk about the upcoming leaks for Modern Warfare 2. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want Modern Warfare 2 to get 100 new bundles right now, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome, Tango.